Today, we're unpacking a seriously fascinating source that acts as a massive wake-up call about reclaiming your potential and taking absolute ownership of your life. Honestly, it challenges everything we think we know about productivity, procrastination, and what it actually takes to build the life you really want. The core premise here isn't just about squeezing a few more agonizing tasks into an already exhausting day. Actually, it's about a fundamental shift in how you view your entire existence. We're talking about the stark, literal difference between the 1% who fiercely guard their time and the rest of the world that just kind of lets it slip away. So let's just jump right in with the hard, confrontational question the source hits us with right out of the gate. What did you do yesterday to move closer to your goals? It's a simple question, right? But it's totally designed to stop you in your tracks. I want you to really think about your last 24 hours. Strip away the daily routines, the meals, the commuting, the mindless scrolling. Was there a specific action you took that actively built the future you claim you want? And, well, if you can't think of anything, that's a problem. The source points out this incredibly painful reality. Most of us are literally living like time is infinite. We walk around acting like we have forever to figure things out. To put that into perspective, the average person spends over 2 hours a day just looking at social media. That's a whole month every single year, just gone. So while you're sitting around waiting for that mythical, perfect moment to finally start working on your goals, your life is quietly, continuously happening entirely without you. The clock doesn't just pause because you don't feel ready yet.
Which brings us to section 1, stealing from your future self. The source frames it with this absolutely incredible quote. You're not just wasting time, you're stealing from the person you could become. We all know that comforting little voice in our heads, don't we? The one whispering, oh, I'll just start tomorrow, or I'll do it when I have a bit more energy. But the explainer highlights that this voice isn't protecting you. It isn't giving you a much needed break. It is actively destroying your future, one wasted day at a time. Every single hour you kill doing nothing is literally a piece of your potential dying.
This idea of the illusion of someday totally exposes the daily habits that keep people trapped. Look at these behaviors: waiting for the perfect moment, scrolling endlessly through other people's lives while completely ignoring your own, making these grand plans that you never ever actually execute. And the results? Just look around. How many people do you know who are stuck in the exact same place they were 5 years ago? They have the same job, the exact same daily habits, and the exact same excuses. Year after year, they remain totally frozen.
All right, let's move on to section 2, the true cost of comfort.
Here's the crucial point. People aren't necessarily lazy or stupid, not at all. They just fundamentally confuse being busy with being productive. Being busy is just filling time, It's answering endless emails, shuffling papers around, running errands that don't actually move the needle. But being productive is utilizing time to build something meaningful. So many people haven't realized that time isn't money. Time is life itself. And here comes the really harsh truth from the source material. Wasting time isn't just a productivity fail. It is honestly a profound lack of self-respect. Every single time you choose the easy path, every time you pick immediate comfort over long-term growth, you're essentially telling yourself that your dreams do not matter. You're saying your future doesn't matter. Think about the goals you set last year. Are they buried under excuses of being too busy? It's completely understandable to feel overwhelmed, but the reality is you weren't too busy. You simply didn't prioritize yourself. So this creates the ultimate contrast between two types of people, right? You have the 99% who are just existing, letting opportunities slip right on by because they didn't feel ready or were distracted by totally meaningless tasks. And then you have the 1%. Who are living extraordinary lives. What separates them? Well, the 1% understand that time is their most valuable asset, period. They guard it like their lives depend on it because, honestly, they do. While the 99% wait, someone else with the exact same circumstances is out there building, growing, and becoming exactly who they want to be. Moving into section 3 now, renting versus owning your time. The solution to all of this madness? The source insists it is not traditional time management. No, it's life management. It's this profound understanding that every single minute you are alive, you are making a choice. You are either investing in who you are meant to be, or you're actively stealing from your own future. You are either becoming someone new, or you're choosing to stay exactly who you've always been. The source defines this core framework as time ownership. Think about it. Most people don't actually own their time. They just rent it out to whoever demands it the loudest. They surrender their absolute best hours to jobs they don't even care about, to people who don't appreciate them, and to activities that just don't matter in the grand scheme of the universe. But those who succeed practice true time ownership, the active, highly intentional practice of deciding exactly where every precious minute goes. It's like this. Think of successful people like water flowing down a mountain. Water doesn't waste itself, right? It finds the most efficient path, moves with purpose, direction, and this unstoppable momentum toward its destination. It doesn't stop to rest in comfortable little puddles. But most people treat their time like sand. They let it slip right through their fingers without even noticing, scattering their attention across 1,000 meaningless activities. And then they look back and wonder why nothing significant ever happens.
Now, section 4, the great equalizer.
24. That is the ultimate hard truth. Every single successful person in history had the exact same constraint of 24 hours in a day. Regardless of whether they were rich or poor, young or old, time is the great equalizer. The only difference that matters, the only one, is what you choose to do with yours. So how exactly do the 1% utilize their 24 hours? Well, they operate completely differently. They don't try to magically find time. They create strict systems. They don't wait around for motivation to suddenly strike them. They don't sit on the couch and hope for better, more favorable circumstances. Instead, they ruthlessly use the circumstances they currently have to move forward. They build their path right out of the raw materials of their current reality. Which brings us to our final section, Section 5, your moment of truth. I want you to really consider this quote from the source. The most successful people in the world aren't smarter than you. They just decided to stop wasting time and start investing it. It's such a vital reminder. Success isn't simply about having more natural talent, and it is definitely not always about having better initial opportunities. Ultimately, the whole shebang comes down to making a firm, undeniable decision that your future is vastly more important than your present comfort. Because of that, the source leaves us with a very specific, immediate action plan. Step 1, choose one important thing you've been putting off. Just one step toward the person you want to become. Step 2, do it right now. Step 3, do not wait for tomorrow. The challenge here is to act right this very second, before you find another sneaky way to distract yourself, check another notification, or consume another piece of content. Because the life you want isn't going to build itself, and the person you want to become isn't just going to magically appear. We're going to wrap up this explainer by leaving you with this lingering, incredibly powerful question that the source asks directly. What are you waiting for? Seriously, the time you are waiting for is right now. The person responsible for your life is you. Every single second you hesitate is another second you will never ever get back. So what's it going to be? Are you going to join the 99% waiting around for someday, or the 1% who understand that the clock is ticking and someday is today? The choice is entirely yours.